Alright everybody, how y'all doing and welcome back to my channel. In this video here is everybody has been ragging me about why I'm using a Apevia. I've been getting views about is your Apevia 700 watt still alive in 2024? Is this Apevia 600 watts still alive in 2024? The answer is yes. And I'm gonna go over everything right now because everything is set up to be set up to be set up. So right now, here it is. Some people say that's cool. Red Dead director said, how is it holding up so far? I'm a bit worried about how cheap they are, I'm second guessing away from buying the 1000 watt semi modular for like $70. One person said 2024, how's it running? Okay, the answer y'all question is there on that there. It's running great. The only thing with me and different for some of you, like in Gamers Universe, 95% of game enthusiasts, extreme gamers, overclocks their system to go ahead and get the boost potential level of the CPU, the motherboard pulling pack power, as well as the GPU. So everything is pushed to the high end. I don't believe in doing that though. I believe in running my system at functional use. I build functional use systems. I'm a basic builder, not an extreme builder. Extreme builders push everything to Nova limits, where everything is overclocked. And you trust me, you pulling a lot of power from the wall. Some of y'all choose power efficient power supplies. I have watched tons of videos on YouTube, and those power efficient power supplies don't do diddly squat. This is one reason why if I'm building a basic system, I like buying 80 plus whites because a lot of us only own our systems to watch Hulu, Netflix, or browse the internet. Or maybe go ahead and do some budget clerical work such as bill budgeting, etc. to go ahead on and just basic 4 hours to 8 hours of use. That's it. Gamers, the extremists, especially y'all Call of Duty and the Finals fanatics, y'all be on y'all system too long. So yes, my Apevia 700 watt Essence as well as my Apevia 600 watt Spirit is running strong. Now I did purchase the Vineyard 750 watts, but I destroyed that though when I went to pull on the saddle. I pulled out 3 of the power cables and I only had one working saddle line in there because that power supply, the 450 watt, comes with 2 working saddles. And since I destroyed it, which I hated myself for that, and that really happened is jerking on it and pulling on it too hard instead of unplugging it from the base. I decided to unplug it from the wires, and the more I cleaned my system out, the more I did that, the more the wires came out. So that VS 450 is destroyed due to I yanked on the circuitry too hard and pulled the wires out of the saddle rails, 2 of them. So let's go into why I love Apevia so much. Now, to some of y'all don't know, this is one reason why I say when you hear of a brand you never heard of, always research the company website. Just research the company. I say, okay, Apevia. When I built my system using the 450 watt power supply, I said I never heard of the company. Let me go ahead on and research it. Once I did my research, the company was founded in March of 1999 to meet the challenges of the ever-changing PC market. Yes, every month, every year, the market always changing when we got more new and better products to use for our PC system. We deliver innovation, stylish, and affordable products with a commitment to consumers' satisfaction. That's why some of y'all second guess it because they're cheap, they're affordable. That's what you want your products to be. You want your products to be affordable for people to use. Now, I use my system basic. Okay, to Gamers Universe, basic doesn't mean, oh, I could go ahead and use a Ryzen 5 3600, 6 cores, 12 threads, 65 watts. That's basic. Or use the i9 14900K and you got it clocked to where you put in 240 watt thermal design power off the CPU. That's not basic. And I said the key word, overclock. Now, let's go on the main reason why I chose this power supply. The main reason why I chose the power supply, after reading all of this, it has a 12-volt rail setup, boosting a silent 120 millimeter black fan to keep everything inside the system cool. So yes, it has a thermal design 135 millimeter fan to keep everything cool. So yes, it is pushing. So people say, why not just go up 15 more millimeters and put a thick boy in that bad boy, but keep it simple to keep everything nice and cool. That means keep the capacitor caps and the circuitry board cool, so you don't have to worry about any overheating. So the main reason why I chose this heavy duty protection includes OVP, over voltage protection, OPP, over power protection, and SCP, which is short circuit protection. When I saw that, I said, okay, I'm good with this. Because 9 out of 10, some of us don't know how to change plug sockets. When they get burnt out, they come loose, and you get a circuitry issue that keeps jerking the power to the power cord into the PSU. Once you hear that jerkness, it's going to shut it off. It's going to throw the switch to avoid damage to your motherboard, your CPU, and your power supply. Not the power supply, I meant to say graphic card. Once it protects those up, you ain't got to worry about no issue. Now, that's the main thing why I chose this. And now, y'all keep in mind, to gamers who overclock their system, when you get a power supply and you are Nova, that means you are power hungry. You got everything maxed out to volcano mode. As I went over the protection, it does not say OCP, which means overclocking protection. All the high-end power supplies like Antec, Gigabyte, Zeus, Fantex, MSI, etc. has an OCP because of the tight motherboards that's out coming out. Like me, I run everything in auto, but knowing me, it comes with the 8-pin plus 8-pin CPU power connect. That's 16 pins of power pulling from the power supply into the CPU. That means I'm on a beef hungry CPU where I'm going to go ahead and run it regular and get the 170 to maybe 200 thermal design power wattage from that CPU running. Now, will Apevia take care of that? No. Why? Because it is not an overclocking protection built into the circuitry board and into the power switch. So if I'm pulling too much power, if I use this power supply on those type kind of motherboards I just mentioned, those new type motherboards, the 800, the 600, then it will burn out the CPU as well as my graphic card, because my graphic card is overclocked as well too. That's what some of y'all gamers do, gamers Nexus do anyway. So this is one reason why gamers and overclockers, you stay away from this stuff, because this is just only for basic builders who don't be on their system too long. I'll be on my system no more than 8 to 9 hours a day if I'm editing videos, or if I'm doing a quick video here and there, or if I got some stuff to do, etc. I'm on it no more than 8 to 9 hours a day, or lesser than that. Now, I did purchase the 600 watts. It has the same thing. Over voltage power protection, over power protection, and short circuit protection. That's the 600 watts. Now, I did mention that I purchased the 450 watts. This is simple. Now, y'all keep in mind, when I built my system in the late 90s, and I was 25 years old, and this company came out in 1999, making this company 25 years old. I was 25 years old when this company came out in March. Okay, so when this company came out in March, I trusted them. I believed in Apevia. That's why I use Apevia as of today in 2024. Now, when I purchased this power supply in one of my builds, and to everybody, I will be putting all the videos in the description below. If you want to watch it, fine. If not, don't worry about it. You know, it means a lot to me if you watch it and understanding what I'm talking about. But I do not expect gamers who build overclocking systems to use these power supply. When you build simple, basic systems, I use 80 plus white. And when I came across this power supply, I said, wait a minute, Ron. And it brought back some memories. You used to buy PC cases that has 300-watt power supply, non-efficient, regular, basic, modular. We didn't have SATAs. We had the Molex back in the days. And one thing about this power supply by Apevia, they add the Molex on it because certain things like such as lighting and etc. needs a Molex connector. So when it comes down to watching other PC builder enthusiasts, I don't listen to them because back in the days, if you have something that has a Molex connection, and if it deals with a certain lighting to light up a certain design on the PC case, you ain't gonna go ahead and get that feature because you refuse to buy a power supply that has a Molex connected to it. So, coming to the conclusion of it, here are all the Apevias I had that are sellable on Amazon. And as you know, this is the price. When I pick a power supply, whether it is a 80 plus white or 80 plus bronze, I set a specific price point I want to go ahead on and shop at. Like for my bronze, I set it no more than $65. I'm not going over $65. Now, the reason why I don't buy gold, titanium, platinum, because I'm not building those heavy systems where it requires more power. I just build in a basic system just for functionality. And as you see on Amazon, $33 for the Spirit 600. And yes, I'm using that there on my not my presentation, but my entertainment PC. Entertainment PC is basically you build it to watch Hulu, Stars, Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, etc., Philo, and any other apps you watch on a PC instead of wasting your money buying streaming devices like Fire Stick, Roku, etc. This is one reason why I chose to build me that, and I put it on that there. And by the way, I purchased that there in January of this year, and it's almost at the end of the year. It's been going to be 2 years running this power supply right there, and it's going strong. I purchased the Essence March of last year. It's going over in 2025 of March. It'll be 2 years running off that Essence, and it's still going strong. It's my basic editing rig. I edit my videos, simple basic videos, keep everything at 1080p. Cause y'all keep in mind, y'all are now in Gamers Universe are now promoting 4K this, and you need to overclock your PC this. Y'all keep in mind, it's over 60 million plus. I'm gonna take half that there. I'm gonna set it at 40 million, and that 40 million is the 18 years of age all the way up to 60 years of age. We do not watch nothing in 4K. Everything I watch is in that 1080p. This is one reason why I don't sit down here and waste my time and money in believing what other people want you to buy. No. When you set a price point, you stick at that price point. Just like I said, if I'm going to buy 80 plus bronze, I keep it at 65. Now, y'all keep in mind, as you see, they also do gold certified, but as well as bronze certified. But y'all keep in mind, when I went over their specifications, there is no OCP, means overclocking protection on the circuit board. So if you have your system overclocked and you put in too much power from your CPU, motherboard, as well as your GPU, you will burn out the CPU. You will burn out Apevia's power supply, as well as take out your expensive components. Now, we know 90% of y'all burns them out. and then y'all want RMA on them so I could get free or get a whole new motherboard. This is what some of these new PC builders are doing now, is burning out parts, keeping y'all from using them, like me, and want to sell them on eBay damaged, and you don't know that. So when you sit down here and say, hey, I got a power supply for $60, it's an 80 plus platinum, then when you get it, it don't work, then you understand that, yeah. So now here's my orders. Last one. As you see, nothing but Apevia. June 8, 2024, fans. February 6, 2024, fans. Power supply, Spirit, 600 watts. January 8, 2024, fans, 2023. I brought the 140 millimeter fans, which are there 1,350 RPM. Keeps my system cool. And when I mean cool, I mean I'm at 65 degrees to 72 degrees tops. I never broke 75 if I'm playing more like games that deals with high end rendering on the GPU. But my system stay cool at 72 degrees Celsius, no higher than 75. That's it. There's the Apevia ATX ES700 Essence. Purchased it in March 31st, 2023. It's been a year. March is coming around the corner. It'll be 2 years with this power supply. So, and as it goes down, and then this is what I told you. I made a boo boo by pulling on the solder rail, disconnected it from my my Blu-ray DVD ROM burner, and I was mad. This was one of the best power supply to power a 250 total power wattage PC. Perfect. Perfect. Now I had did some of why I chose it and why I chose Apevia. Now the Apevia Essence 700 watt, okay, which is this one right here, is on a 535 watt PC. That's with the Ryzen 7 2700X. Y'all probably say, Ron, you can rent the 5700X, but I choose what's best for me, as I want y'all to choose what's best for y'all. So, still going good. I did a video where I pushed everything into the GameMax M60. I'll be putting that in the video link below. So, other than that, do I have any issues using the Apevia? The answer is no. Do I want y'all to use the Apevia? The answer is yes. If you are building a basic system and you are not overclocking it. If you are an overclocker and you got everything, you pushing everything to the limits. Your CPU reaching 240 thermal design power. Your GPU it has a total board power of 550 watts or higher. You got your motherboard clock is pushing 150 watts. Then I prefer for you to get an overclocking power supply from MSI, Red Dragon, Antec, Silversonic, Silverstone, Zeus, etc. Because those power supplies comes with overclocking protection. Now, when I went over Apevia, and I'm gonna put it up one more time, their power supplies do not come with the OCP, overclocking protection. Now I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put up one more, and I'm gonna go ahead and put up the 800 watt, and they have a sexy white. And that's the 80 plus gold. I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna go to specifications, which it is, and there you go. Heavy duty protection include OVP, over voltage protection, OPP, over power protection, and SCP, short circuit protection. Even though it's an 80 plus gold, if you have an overclocking system where you pushing the CPU, the motherboard, and the GPU to its limits, this power supply is not for that. The power supplies I mentioned, I'll be putting those in the description below, from Antec, MSI. I love MSI. Red Dragon, if you want to use Red Dragon, I love Red Dragon. Zeus, Gigabyte, ASRock, etc. Whoever's in the PSU making business, Antec makes some damn great power supplies, and they all have overclocking protection. Be Quiet makes some damn great power supplies, and they are for overclocking protection. Now, the reason why I say OCP, because all extreme gamers. I could call out a lot of great gamers that games hard and heavy don't want their parts burned out. You may make a mistake and raise the power level to the limits, and you just destroyed everything. The power supply, your motherboard, your CPU, as well as your expensive RTX 4090, 4080, 3090, 3080. I could keep going on because every time I read reviews on YouTube, it's dealing with beginners don't know what they're doing and they burning out high-end power supplies as well as low-end power supplies. Now, some of y'all may not trust Apevia. So like I said, the company came out in 1999. They've been around and they've been in the PC business for 25 years. I went over there. If you are an overclocker, if you are an extreme gamer, their power supply is not meant for you. If you are just a basic user like me, and everybody else out there say, hey, I need a nice good power supply just to go ahead and power a 2-core, 2-thread CPU, then Apevia power supply is for you. I hope this video was helpful. It was helpful because I do all my research. When I hear a company and I never heard of the brand of the company, I research it before I go buy it. I want to thank y'all for watching. Like, subscribe. And to everybody worldwide, including everybody in the United States of America, happy holidays. Peace.